Hello everyone. Children, this is the D part of the chapter First Aid, and in this session we will see how we can treat the sunburns. Sunburns means the burns which are caused by the sun. If you'll go out in hot sun, you will have the sunburns, or your skin will become tan due to that burn. So sunburn is more common in fair-skinned people because they have lower levels of melanin, a protective pigment. See children, our skin has a pigment known as melanin, and this melanin, because of this melanin, our skin is fair, it is darker, or it may be black due to the amount of this melanin. And this melanin is a protective pigment. So this melanin protects our skin. So children, the people, those who are fair skinned, those who are very fair, those who are white, they have more chances of sunburn because they have less melanin in their skin. Melanin is a pigment, is a protective pigment. That means it protects our skin. So people, those who are fair skinned, they have less melanin in their skin, so they have more chances of sunburns. So if somebody is having this sunburn, what you have to do? Apply calamine lotion or a sunburn cream to affected areas. See, if your skin becomes tan or sunburn is there, what you have to do, children? You have to apply this calamine lotion, and you can apply some sunburn creams. Painkillers may be taken to relieve tenderness. If there is severe burning, it is advisable to consult a doctor who may prescribe a corticosteroid preparation. See, when you have sunburn, your skin will itch. There will be itching in the skin. Severe burning will be there in the skin, and the skin will become reddish, or we can say blackish, tan it will become, and it is very, very painful. So in that case, you have to go to a doctor, or you can you can take some painkillers also. Now prevention is better than cure. Always see, prevention is better than cure. Before curing anything, you should take some preventive measures. What are the preventive measures you can take for this sunburn? Avoid long exposure to the sun. See children, don't go out in sun or in the direct sunlight. Avoid that. Particularly if you are fair skinned. If you are fair skin means less melanin in the skin. So if you are fair skinned, children, don't go out. Avoid that long exposures to the sun. If you want to get a tan, build up a resistance to sunburn by limiting your exposure to the sun to less than half an hour on the first day, gradually increasing exposure as your skin becomes used to the sun. So children, if you want a tan skin, if you want a dark skin, so you can build up a resistance to the sunburn. First, you expose yourself to only half an hour. Then next day, you increase that time. Then you increase the time. In this way, you will build up a resistance for that sunburn. Remember that even in hazy conditions, the ultraviolet rays can penetrate. See, you all know children, these ultraviolet rays reach our earth. When they reach us, or when they reach our skin, what happens children? We get these sunburns. So these ultraviolet rays are very harmful to our skin. Reflected light from water and snow may increase the amount of sunlight you are exposed to. So if you are near the sea or near the water bodies, so the light reflected from that water or from the snow may increase the amount of sunlight you are exposed to. Use sun creams to enable you to stay longer in the sun if necessary, but apply them regularly and always after swimming. So if you want to protect yourself from this ultraviolet rays, what you have to do, children, when you go out, always apply some sunscreens, and after swimming also you can apply that, so that will protect your skin. Today, children, we will study about the things to be kept in mind while providing the first aid. In this chapter, you have studied about the different types of first aids you will give to the person if somebody is bitten by an insect, or if anyone is bleeding, if anybody has fracture or burns. So what type you have studied about the different types of aids which you will give. So here are some of the aids which you have to keep in mind while giving the first aid. The following things should be kept in mind while providing first aid during an emergency. First aid is given during emergency before the arrival of the doctor. When breathing movement stops, or lips, tongues and fingernails become blue, start doing artificial breathing. Now see, if somebody breathing movement stops, or the tongue and lips and fingernails starts becoming blue, you should give them artificial breathing, and that artificial breathing may be given by mouth to mouth. You can see here, this is the victim, this one is the victim, or we can say, and this man is given artificial breathing. See here, this is the way or to give artificial breathing. In electric shock, do not touch the victim until he is separated from the current. Now see, if anybody gets an electric shock, first thing you should do, you should see whether that person is separated from the current or not. If that person is still not separated from the current, don't touch the victim. Otherwise, you will also be caught with that. So, be careful. Do not touch that victim until and unless he is separated from the current. When he is separated from the current, then begin mouth-to-mouth breathing as soon as the victim is free of contact with the current. As soon as the victim is free from the current or he is separated from the current, start giving him artificial breathing, and that artificial breathing is given by mouth to mouth or by pressing the chest in this way. Now, in case of extensive heat burns, place the cleanest available cloth material over all burned areas. Suppose if somebody gets extensive heat burns, he is burned extensively. So what you have to do, the first thing is that you have to take any clean cloth which is available at that time. That cloth should be clean, and keep that clean cloth over the burnt area. Keep the victim lying down. You should let the victim lie down. If the victim is conscious, give him plenty of non-alcoholic liquids to drink. And if the person is conscious, then give them lot of non-alcoholic drinks. Non-alcoholic liquid drinks. It may be juice, it may be milk. In this way you should give. First aid in case of fractures should not extend beyond preventing further injury. See children, the first thing is that in all the kinds of first aid, the first thing, you should not get panic. You should not get panic. And if the person, suppose you are treating any person who has fracture, so children, first thing is that don't try to move the person or move the fractured area. Lay the victim comfortably, loosen or remove the cloths from the part affected. The first thing is that let the victim lie down comfortably. Do not try to move that person again and again, especially the fractured part. Otherwise, the injury will become very dangerous. So, and then remove the clothes from the fractured part of the body. Now, next type. In case of unconsciousness, lay the victim comfortably in the bed. If somebody has become unconscious, so what you have to do, let the person lie down in the bed comfortably. Open all the doors and windows. Let the fresh air come. That is very important. Do not put any medicine or liquid in the mouth of an unconscious person. So, if the person is unconscious, make him lie down comfortably, open all the doors and windows, let the fresh air come, and never try to put any liquid or any sort of medicine in the mouth of the unconscious person. That may lead to the choking and the person may sometime die. So always remember that do not put any liquid or any medicine in the mouth of an unconscious person. Loosen the clothes and the victim should be shifted to an airy room. So loosen their clothes, remove the clothes, loose their clothes, open the buttons. If the person is wearing any tie or belt, loosen it, remove that so that he may feel better. Profuse bleeding from any wound may kill a person within minutes. In such case, use pressure directly over the wounds by placing a clean pad over the wound. Now see, if somebody is bleeding, so in that case, that bleeding may lead to the death of the person also. So children, be careful. If anybody is bleeding, what you have to do? Place some clean pad or some hanky or some cloth over the wound or the place from where that person is bleeding, and apply some pressure on that wound directly. Raise the bleeding part higher than rest of the body. So if what you have to do, as I told you before also, you have to raise that bleeding part above the level of the heart. If that portion is, if you can be able to move that portion. And suppose if the person is having fracture also, so never try to move that part. If the victim is conscious, give plenty of liquids provided there is no abdominal injury. Now see, if the person is conscious and he has no abdominal injury. Abdominal injury means any injury inside the stomach. If the person is not having that, you give them some liquid. If someone suffers heart attack, immediately lay the person straight horizontally, allow fresh air to come into the room, and immediately call the doctor. If anyone is suffering from heart attack, then immediately let the person lie down horizontally, open all the doors and windows, let the air come, and immediately call the doctor. So these are some of the first aids which you have to keep in mind while treating the victims. And in the next session, we will see other type of first aids for. And here we end this session. Okay, bye.